God. Hello, everybody, lurkers and active chatters. My motherfuckers and my some bitches. Today has been very interesting for me. We won't get into all that. I have this thing right here because this is what I do. I have no business putting any more smoke in my lungs today. I haven't slept since yesterday. But here I am. Here I am, regardless. Our glorious leader. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry for the abrupt ending of the live the other day. I come to YouTube to escape the reality, I think. And I think the reality is kind of pounding on my door. And I was just a little extra vulnerable, and something distracted me from what was going on, and I knew that I could not continue with the stream and give it the attention that I wanted to give it. And it was just best if I just shut it down and go to sleep. And so that's exactly what I did. But yeah, I mean, it's the amount of, we're in a new year, and I need this year to start off well, So I'm trying to make, as Cardi B says, money moves. Walk on Wheels, how are you, my dear person? Andrew Stone Rock. There he is. The man that's so manly that if you watch him, it will put hair on your chest. Welcome in, Mr. Stone Rock. As you can see, here I reign supreme. You are now in my little side of YouTube, and here are the minions. They're avatars, and there are all kinds of very cool things that you can do with them, and also all kinds of very cool avatars that you can go and buy with the gold that you get, which is free. It's free. As a matter of fact, I can just give you a little bit right now if I wanted to. Currency, give you 10,000 at Andrew Stone Rock. There you go. There's 10,000 gold for you to fuck around with shit with. People in the chat will help direct you with those things. I am taking my phone and I am putting it over here. And I am forgetting that it exists. For however the fuck long this live goes on for. Amount has to be last. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. Currency. Give at Andrew Stonerock. Here, well, just because it was a fuck up, we'll give you 30,000 gold. How about that? He's my Silent Bob. People used to call me Silent Bob when I had my goatee. I used to wear... It's technically a Van Dyke, but people call it a goatee. And, after a while, because I wear a fucking black trench coat, after a while I stopped wearing the black trench coat and I cut the fucking shit off my face. Because everywhere I went, people would be like, "Hey, baby, you want to get your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?" And I'd be standing there like, he said it. He said it. I wasn't the person that said this just now. Get me in trouble. Kinda hungry. Kinda hungry. But I'm not worried about it right now. I'm gonna sit here hungry. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm gonna ingest as much smoke as I can and not think about hunger pains. Oh, so how's everybody doing today? It's Thursday. You've got one more day to get through your work week. Got water? I just finished my water. We got other things that aren't water. Even says on the bottle not water. Like Coca-Cola, for example. It's water, but there's a bunch of other shit in it too, you know? Shit that eats old acid off of batteries and rust off of nails. Why not put it in my body? You know, I can't think of any reason not to. Mike, welcome in, Mr. Mike Ho. 6 p.m. here, just having a bite to eat. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here for me. I really have no business being awake right now. I should be asleep, but... Well, last night was a wonderful night. Hung out with a couple friends. Came home with 6 more Twix cookie dough candy bars than I left with. Which when I left I had 0. Just so if anybody is unclear on that. I took the boy to go see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 yesterday, which was good. It was good. And then I found out that I get to have him this weekend. Because it's my weekend. Like, holy cow. How about that? Well, look at that. You lost money. It is great candy. It is, yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. You get an extra weekend with him. Which is not really an extra weekend. It's my weekend, but we just did things weird whenever we Had him through the holidays. You got some wild stuff going on here, Jimmy. It's always nice to have the little ones. I miss my daughter tons when she's with her mom. Yeah. It's like your house is bustling with life. And then you gotta take them back to the other parent, you know, and then you come back home and it's like all these things constantly reminding you that they're not there anymore until you get to be with them again, you know. Little toys laying around, stuff in the refrigerator that he didn't eat. Bath toys in the bathtub when I go to take a shower. Jamie Watson, the man that I would allow direct me on the marching field. Because of how goddamn good he looks in that jacket. Alone. Not even requiring you to wear a drum major helmet and the baton and do backflips like a crazy bastard. Just the fact that you look drop dead gorgeous in that jacket is enough for me, sir. There are a few hours after she's gone that I legit don't know what to do with myself. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. But if that is our burden to bear, then let us, because there are plenty of fathers out there and mothers who don't have their children and don't fucking care. I'm happy to be sad, if that makes sense. Should probably write some things down because I've been really thinking about how this next project is gonna be music. How this fucking, I've had this notebook since 2010. There are songs that were born in here and it's fun to see. There's scripts in here that I wrote for DayZ videos on my other channel. There's so much stuff in here. But yeah, what was I just saying? Happy to be sad. I want to write down. I've been thinking about if I want to write some music. The first thing I want to do is write down concepts of what I want to say in my music. So what are things that I want to say, you know? So I'm going to write down, I'm going to address how it feels to be a father who is only allowed X amount of time with my son. Now, I'm obviously not going to write a song that literally says these things. It's all about metaphor and playing on words and saying what I want to say through wordsmithing and being clever. But if I can at least come up with concepts for songs that might help make the lyric writing process better. And then when I've got to get used to whenever I come up with a line that I say that I like, writing it down. I gotta get back into doing that. I haven't done this in I haven't done it like this in 12 years, 13 years. Just on my way back home from the pub, a bit pissed on booze. Be back shortly, my lovely friends. Hell yeah, Jamie. Getting pissed. That's a weird... I know what you mean by getting pissed, but when you say that here, getting pissed means you're getting very angry, and people should probably leave you alone. But when you're saying it, it means you're feeling pretty all right with yourself. You're having a good night. Right, I always found myself telling my vocalist to keep it kind of vague. That way more people could identify with it. Yeah, I mean, and what I end up writing about, that's the thing. Like, this is what it means for me, and this is what I'm trying to say, but the art of it is somebody else could hear it, and it means something completely different to them, you know? It's the idea of... I like the listener to think... When they're listening to the song, I'm hopefully I am opening that person up to themselves and saying, here, look at yourself. You know, from the moment that song one starts, song one is like, hello. And this is who I am, this is where we are, and this is where we're fucking going. You know? The first song is like, it sets the fucking tone for the rest of the album. I don't want to think too deep about it. I really don't want to do that. I want to be very raw when it comes to putting this all together. Because what I'm talking about right now may not be in its full fruition until a year from now. I have no idea. You know, I have no idea. Songs, you write songs, you come up with songs, and then they grow. They can outgrow what you originally had, and who knows where it'll end up, or if it'll end up even on the album at all. Because not every fucking song you write, not everybody needs to hear it, you know? Because not all of them are fucking good. Not all of them are good enough to be heard. You know what I mean? That was the thing I always ran into, was like I have a guy in the band that wrote, you know, like all of the songs, but he would also think that every single fucking song he wrote needed to be recorded and put on an album, and it's like, there's some disingenuousness happening when you're doing it that way. Yeah, please do send me stuff from your last project, dude. Please. Some songs are just fluff. Yeah, but I don't want to write albums like that. Like, I want whatever it is that I'm putting on into something. Like, I do want there to be like an artsy element to it to a degree. I absolutely do. I write concept albums, so I'm telling a story. That's what I'm doing whenever I put together shit. And so I also think a lot of the concepts kind of write themselves. You know, you're just emotionally driven to create these songs, and whichever songs you keep in whichever order you choose to present them in becomes the product without trying to create a product. Man, there are loads of parents out there that don't deserve to have kids. There certainly fucking are, dude. Did I lose you guys with me talking about making art, man? We say pissed off when we were angry over here. Oh yeah? Pissed as a fart. Pissed as a fart. I don't understand what that means. But it certainly is interesting words put together to say words that I like. Okay, Jimmy, we're just playing around with characters. Oh yeah. Whoa, who was that just vanished? Pissed as a fart. English for drunk as fuck. So it's like when you're extra English, you say pissed as a fart. Alright. So motherfuckers in this chat are extra English, is what you're telling me. We got some extra English motherfucking English people up in here. I believe British is the... I'm just going with what I was given, you know? I gotta check something real quick. How long, you? Listen here. Sent me a couple of tracks. Right on. I'm gonna listen to them right the fuck now. I would like to solve this problem with this goddamn camera. I hear you turning on camera. I hears it. Alright, let me get up and fucking... Hold on a second. I'm gonna fix this goddamn camera. I hear the camera turning on. This daggone thing, man. Just pretending like it's not on, but it is, man. God damn it, man. Who's fucking calling me? Don't you know? I have no goddamn time for you. Hello, please take a order.
I'm sorry?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello, please. So I have to take this call. I will be a minute. I will return. Just want to let everybody know what's going on. Have fun with the little things on the screen. Teach Andrew what's going on. And I will return. Sorry. I'm making headway on things that I'm dealing with over here in my private life. In my world. It's not over till I win. It's not over until I fucking win. That's where I'm at in life right now, man. That's where I'm fucking at. I'll drink this 2 liter of Coke like a goddamn son of a bitch and motherfucker. It doesn't taste very good, to be honest with you. Alright, what's been going on since I last laid eyes on you? Lots and lots. Oh, just Tessa showed up. Kathy Lee's here. Let's take a look and see who all's active right now. Andrew Stone Rock. You're still in here. Good for you, man. Candy 7. Happy 2 days after your birthday. Kathy Lee. She's great. She's wonderful. She's Kathy Lee. Kathy, that bracelet, I took it off. I have it somewhere. Over there, I think. It's important to me. But I had to take it off because the heater was blowing on it in my car. And those metals conduct heat quite profusely. And it was painful. And not something I was prepared for at all. So I took it off. Jamie Watson, you know who you are. You know who you are to me. We've discussed this already. A man that gets to walk around with a coat like that is a man I want to fucking know. Just Cheza. My favorite Just Cheza in the whole fucking world. Michael Minerals. Michael, you are a ride or die motherfucker. You've been around a long time, man. Spangy. She shows up and I fart on her immediately. Just what happens, and it's accepted. No one asks questions. It's good being the king of this world. Steph Cuervo Queen. I love you so very dearly, Steph. I really do. I don't care what they say about you. I think you're the shit. Water Horse. Talking about wordsmiths. Just so happens that Water Horse is such a wordsmith that she can teach people how to do it too. Wayne Dawson. What can you say about a man like Wayne Dawson? He's Wayne, he's Dawson, he's Wayne Dawson. That guy's been around a lot too. One of my very first callers on End of the Night. You were trying to make it happen with me, man. Jimmy, you know me now, and we are friends forever, my friend. Respect, dude. Right on, brother. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Same to you. Jimmy wants to put wine up his arse. He wants to drink wine with his butthole? Alright. I heard buttholes are good for more than just pooping. I don't know if I would drink with my butthole. Drink with my butthole. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, like, the punctuation in that. Drink with my butthole. Like, I would... Listen, I'm tired. I'm dropping that. I'm not going on any further with that bit. I'm just gonna let it go. Just gonna let it go. Jimmy's giving us some red hot loving down by the fire tonight. Good to know. There's an orgy happening, apparently. And I have instigated it, somehow. My bad. I didn't mean to. I don't know where it came from. Invisible to the naked eye, Wayne Dawson. What can I say? I love languishing the anguish of the English language. I love that. Drink with me, butthole, or drink with me, butthole. Right, drink with me, butthole, or drink with me, butthole. Yes. Right, I would drink with me. I would drink with my... Yes. But not... I would not... You know what I'm trying to say. I would not boof anything, ever. I might tell people I did, though. I'm not above that. Call it stolen valor, if you will. I don't give a fuck. Phil. Fuck are you up to, my friend? Is there anybody going live? Because I haven't looked at any of that. I just went live. Probably shouldn't. I did look, you know, I did. I take it back. I lied at some point. Now it's up to you to figure out when it was. Wonderhorse has a field day reading my blurbs that I type in here, just like Justin corrects my chats. Love that I can make him shudder in more than one way. Wisdom. I'm live, just kidding. Beardo's was earlier, that's right. Yeah, Beardo, which... You don't care. I had this term butt chugging when I was partying at a lot in my 20s. It's this just drinking with your butthole. Butt chug. What? Hold on, man. That can't just disappear on my chat. I have got to read this again. We had this term, butt chugging, when I was partying a lot in my 20s. It's just drinking with your butthole. To say that so matter-of-factly, right? Like, this is what it was. What we did in my 20s, we butt chugged. You ever had a Jaeger bomb? Fuck yeah. You ever had a Jaeger bomb in your ass? No. Take your word for it, man. Alright, Cheza. Oh, she's just getting food and coming right back. Right on. That's good news. You put the beer bong in your butt. I do not. False accusations. Nowhere, there's never ever been any kind of anything anywhere near my butt. Ever in the history of life. Elaine Baker. Hello, hello. Just want to pop in and say hi. We'll have to rewatch later. Alright, I will leave it up. Make sure I don't say anything too incriminating. I will warn you, there is a long period where there was nothing happening at all, which really isn't any different than most of my streams. I like to pretend like I'm busy, but really I just need attention. I don't claim to know the science. It was invented by frat boys. Get you drunk quicker. Something about the booze hitting your bloodstream quicker. No, I understand. I understand. Just the fact that you know people who actually did this. Like, and you know what? We're worlds apart in ways, because I know of people using crystal meth this way. Like, putting crystal meth in their butthole. So, like, I'm familiar with how this works. But what the fuck frat was like, dude? Let's put a funnel in your butthole and pour beer in it and see what happens, bro. We live in a really strange place at this time in history. It's good to be right here, right now. I'll tell you that. I love the things that we get to contemplate. Jim is missing out on life. I'm missing out on life by not putting things in my butt. Then consider me missing out on life. I certainly hope, Andrew, that you don't feel like I'm questioning you. It's just interesting to me that there are people around you who are doing that. And I like it. Okay? If we're gonna be fucking honest here, I goddamn like it. Hey dudes, let's drink with our butts, bro. James Mitchell, 2025. I think I popped in at the wrong time. That's subjective. You'd be popping in at the perfect time, I would argue. Beer poops will have a whole new meaning. Yeah, man. Listen, I know how an enema works. You gotta hold that shit in. You gotta fucking cross your legs together. Like you have the meanest case of the shits that you've ever had in your life. You would be farting beer bubbles for a week. You know, wet ass underwear and shit. Be walking down behind you while I'm in the grocery store looking at you being like, you see that dude right there in front of us? That guy's been boofing beer. He's a beer boofer. And he'll hear me say it. And he will be ashamed. As he should be. Weird ass. He thinks you protest too much? I'm not protesting, am I? There may be recorded evidence that suggests otherwise. Perhaps I am protesting. Ouch. If I went to prison, I'd have Tyson tattoo on one butt cheek and Ollie tattooed on the other butt cheek. Nobody would get in the ring between the two of them. Motherfucker, you haven't been in prison. There are people in prison who have not seen a vagina in decades, bro. So I'm going to tell you that that won't work. Hope you never go to prison. That guy definitely butt chugs totes, dude. Look at him. Look at him. Not you, Wayne. You don't butt. Well, I don't know. Hadn't really considered the thought of whether or not Wayne Dawson was a butt chugger until just now. I won't touch that either. Boof's best butt beer. Butt chugs and butt plugs. Yeah, that's what would have to happen after a butt chug. You might as yeah, exactly. Yeah. Get a cute one with a little diamond on it, you know. I've been in twice. Damn, sir. Stop going to prison. Stop doing that, okay? Okay? Prison? Stop it. May the butt chugs commence. Benjamin Franklin, dude. I doubt very seriously he ever said in his life, let the butt chugs commence. But the absurdity of it. Favorite bands. Bands that are most influential to me. Sparkle Horse. Sparkle Horse. One word. Sparkle Horse. The Twilight Singers. The Afghan Wigs. Daniel Johnston. Mark Lanigan. Ween. Ween. That's the best I can name right now. Tool for you, Andrew. Juniper, hello, hello, with ELO. Is it bad? Is it bad, Elaine? Is it a bad? You didn't expect this from one of my lives? Listen, I've been up all night, so you've got me in really rare form right now, where I'm kind of a little like, what's the word? There's kind of an I don't give a fuck right now. I mean, I give a fuck, but like, I'm a little looser right now than I think I normally would be. But I'm okay with that. Bottoms up. That's perfect. That's perfect. Why are we now getting into the butt chugging beer market? Why is this a market? Why is this a market? And if you check out the others, right on. Hell yeah, Jamie. Yeah, I grew up listening to like Kiss and Aerosmith and Ozzy and Sabbath and Metallica, Skid Row and shit like that. That's where I came from as a teenager in the 90s. But yeah, I ended up kind of on the indie music side of things as an adult, if you want to call it being an adult. Good. I'm glad you were entertained, Elaine. That is what I am here to do. You're almost like late night guy, late night, early morning Jimmy. It's time has ceased to exist. I don't know what time of day it is, even though I'm looking at the time. It doesn't feel like it's 2:08 to me. It feels like so much later. But I might as well just stay up until I can't stand it anymore and then pass the fuck out. That's alright, Elaine. You are here in spirit. And I mean, well, you're actually here, regardless of whether or not you get to interact. We're here all day, maybe. We're here until I cannot speak clearly anymore, at least. It's up to me to figure that out. 2 p.m. is early for Jimmy. I have no idea. Usually I'm awake well before this time of day. But I've been up for over 24 hours at this point. I don't have anything to do. I don't have to go to work. I've been working all this morning on other things. That's why I'm still awake, is because I've been trying to get a bunch of things squared away on my end of, existing. Jimmy, you like so much cool stuff, right on? Hell yeah, because, I like stuff that doesn't fucking suck. If stuff sucks, I'm like, get it the fuck out of here. Queens of the Stone Age. Best, they've been around for a long time. But really, I really love the album they did with Dave Grohl. Like, it's really great. But, yeah, Eagles of Death Metal. Fucking... I like stuff that doesn't suck. I need to figure out how to produce this GTA show. I'm thinking about it a ton lately. Do it, man. How to produce it? Just fucking... With the recording capabilities of Grand Theft Auto, there's so much you could do. There's so much you could do. It's the Chips Tea Party tonight. Stones of the Queen Age, man. $2 p.m. is okay for Twilight vampires. Am I a Twilight vampire? Listen. I do not glitter. I do not glitter. If I go into the sun, I fucking die. Look at me. My fucking Snow White had more of a complexion than I do. Ton of stuff I have to consider to find a 5M server or RP server. It'll be okay with me and the voice actors doing our thing. I think you're thinking too hard about it, man. Just get some people together and go do shit and see what happens. But do your RP shit while you do it. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens, That's the fun part, is not having to find a point on the story you're trying to tell, because that seems to be a fucking... Especially when you're dealing with other people, man, it seems to be a big pain in the ass. We just got creeped into sleep. Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Oh my. So, it's only the mid part of the day for us over here in the States. And it is, it's approaching, or is, if already, it's time for tea. But after all that, what's people got planned? I know usually after a lot of y'all on the other side of the world, you're winding down, you're going to bed, you're getting ready for tomorrow. What's everybody got going on today? Give me something to work with here. It's freaking cold. Hello, Faith. How are you? It is cold. I need to build a fire, but I'm kind of like so tired I don't give a fuck how cold I am right now. Saying Thanks for whoever gifted me the membership. Yeah. Who was that? Who was that? It might have been Sky Talker. I don't know. Excuse me. Cumbria. What's it like in Cumbria? Probably going to stream on Twitch at some point. Yeah. Yeah. I've thought about doing that stuff, but if I stream on Twitch, I think I'm just going to go for the music side of it because the video game side is just so saturated. It's so saturated everywhere, man. I started playing DayZ live. I started doing that. So that's something that's kind of... It'll happen again. Because I've been playing Silent Hill 2 and I've got to get through that. I've got to finish that. I know I'm like right there, but it is a big pain in the ass, but I really do want to beat it. But DayZ is like a whole other monster. It's a game like nobody's really seen before, so I'm hoping we can have some adventures on that. Kind of take y'all for a ride in the world of DayZ, so you can see what that's like. And what kind of grotesque human beings I can run across, or be myself, even. Could make it interesting. Good things about DayZ, yeah, it's good. That's good. Jamie, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you want to promote yourself, you are welcome to do so, my friend. Oh, speaking of that, we got some music here right now. If I play this music, Andrew, if I play this music, I'm good. I'm not going to get copyright or anything. Just want to clear that up. Copyright friendly, he says. Well, alright then. I just gotta get my mind right here. There we go. Let's see here. I need to do this. And then this. Scared the fuck out of me. goddamn power right here. This is Andrew Stone Rock. Or this is the project that Andrew Stone Rock was in. I don't know who's singing, but whoever he is pissed off. I can tell you that right now. He's pissed off. Yeah. Is that an electronic kit or is that analog? Is that an actual kit mic'd up? I'm curious. Let me go down to this one here. That's only 1 minute and 50 seconds. This track is only a partial. Okay. Pretty dope. It's pretty dope, man. Pretty good. Yeah, very good. Good shit, man. You definitely know what you're doing. There's a lot of technology and shit that I don't use, so when it comes to like drums, like I be recording old school shit, like using microphones on a drum kit and shit. But I don't know. I got some ideas. I like the idea of using drum machines and shit like that too, so. But I couldn't tell. I'm like, is that a real kit or is this? And who's playing it? It says, but it's just all programmed. So, yeah, pretty cool, but can be done with technologies. Excuse me. All right, so who's singing that? Is that you singing that? These are real drums that have been sampled. I just told the MIDI what to do, right? That's my friend Johnny on vocals, okay? Well, Johnny sounds pissed. And I would like to give Johnny a hug. He deserves it. I want him to know that it's okay. That he is valuable. I'm not playing him down either. I'm just saying. He deserves hugs. House of Sorrow is about feeling abandoned and having to build yourself up again. Real drums always. Well, so real drums, yes, but I also think that there's a tool for every job, right? And there are all kinds of tools that we can use. Sometimes the song needs to find its own voice as it's being made. Sometimes that voice might be by doing things that you're not typically doing. And also being lazy. There is that. But I don't know, if I had like a solid ass like loop that was solid, you know, like I'm not against using that, but adding to it, and you can add real drums over it and all kinds of like, that's your fucking oyster, man. You can do whatever you want to with it. Freddy House, I'm doing nothing and being lazy. What are we talking about? I mean, you said it. I don't even know if I know what we're talking about, dude. It's been a long day. Too many tools, and most are usually the guitarist. Well said. How's it going, Jimmy? It's going. It's going. Forward. Motherfucking forward. Butt drinking. Yes. Yes. There was butt chugging. It was a topic of discussion. And how to identify butt chuggers. They kind of give themselves away. I don't know. No, for no, dude. Amy Watson. I like seeing you around, my friend. I like seeing you around. My students knew what I listened to. They would be shocked. My appearance is very innocent looking. They would think I listened to Taylor Swift and Bruno Mars. I think Bruno Mars is alright. I don't really know much about Taylor Swift. What do you listen to, Waterhorse? Are you listening to Five Finger Death Punch? You working on any projects at the moment, Jimmy? Ideas are brewing, my friend. Ideas are brewing. I'm always doing something over here. Whether I should be doing it in front of people or not, well, that's left to be debated, I suppose. Some could say no, some could say yes. But yeah, I've got things happening. Things are happening. It's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a fun year. There was an option to record at the studio I freelanced for. I didn't feel the need to pay for session musicians though. Johnny and I had already sounded mine for the songs. Yeah, if you guys can do it by yourselves, then do it, you know. If the vision or the sound and all that's coming together with just the two of you, then let it happen, you know. Home studios is the way to go, man. Fuck paying for a recording studio. Like, if you have the knowledge to do it, you know, do it. Have fun recording other bands too. That's another thing. I was doing that, like having people coming in here and just recording them, and it was fun. Fun time. It's fun because for a little bit you're part of that band, you know. You're part of that band for however long they're putting the album together, you know. In a way. I didn't even mic my amps. I just plugged my Helix into my Focusrite interface and went for it. Yeah, I will probably do such things. As well as other things. I'm going to have to do certain things direct for a little bit because I don't have an amplifier that works right now at all. So I'm going to be left with modulated synthetic or synthesized, I guess. Which is something I have a hard time grasping because I think the sound of an amp in a room versus the sound of an amp modulated, it just sounds like a direct, like, what a lot of people fail to realize is that, and maybe it's just me being kind of old-fashioned and shit, but if you mic up an amplifier and you play something through it, it's going to sound one way recorded. And if you plug in your guitar directly and modulate that amplifier, or I don't know if that's the word, but you know, it's not going to sound the same. It's not going to sound the same because the sound of the room is also in that recording. And so there's an element of real, you know, like that's an actual analog thing that's happening. It's a moment in time that's being recorded with an instrument in someone's hands. I don't know. Either way, I don't have a fucking amp that works right now. So I'm gonna be using shit like that. It's all about how you treat the signal coming in. My old band Madness Inside recorded at the studio I freelance for. And my stuff here at home just sounds bigger and better in my opinion. It's because you're the one, you're in charge of it. You're in charge of it. It's different than when you're in somebody else's studio. It's different, and I don't like it. I don't like the way that feels. I like having control of everything, and it's my studio, and this is my shit. And I'm gonna I'm going to make things in the most impractical ways. You know, if I want something to sound like it's coming from a radio, I'm gonna make the sound come out of a radio and record that. You know, it's not gonna be an effect. Last band I played drums with, the guy recording was a good one, but asked my opinion on everything, as others didn't have a clue, so I was in between guy, but I can hear it. Good, Water Horse. I'm glad that you are picking up what I'm putting down here, because I don't even know if I am at this point anymore. It's better to record as clean as possible and add room stuff later. Is it though? I'll agree with you here. It's all about the source. Part of the reason why I talk about, well, I'm gonna fucking record a radio, right? The source itself sounds like what I want it to sound like, then that's less for me to do in post. I would also assume the air as a medium can change the sound. Yes. The response of the mic and the tone of the amp output. And all, yes, exactly. There's something about hearing a guitar that was recorded in a room with a dude playing the guitar in there with him. The vibration of the amplifier hitting him and him doing what he does and it being recorded. I don't give a fuck how much AI kicks ass and how much shit can be done with technology. When you are at the source recording if you're at the source recording, you're recording perfect. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just don't know anymore. I've been around live music my whole life. My brother's a guitarist and played in several bands, watched practices and live performance. Yes. It's a performance, man. It's a performance. You know? Fucking, it's cool to have all these parts, but like, can you sit the fuck down and play the piano and sing at the same time? And perform right there, even if it's just you and the microphone? Can you do that? Because if you can do that, whatever you build on top of it is gonna be fucking dope. As long as you know what I mean? Like, it's a moment in time where someone is doing something. It's not all programmed and shit. But again, I like I like programming shit too. I'm not against that. I'm just saying there is something special about a person that is talented doing what they are good at in the room that's observable and able to be recorded. Bro. Tell me it's starting to fade. I'm alright. You won't argue that? Good. I forgot what we were arguing about, but since we aren't arguing, padding of the room can affect that as well. What's on the walls? That's why, like, in studios, you'll find a rock wall. Almost always. If it's a decent enough studio that can afford to put something like that together. Diffusion. Shit like that. It all matters. It's all just that room though, man. Really, when you're doing that, you're playing a room too. The room becomes part of the instrument. No matter what instrument is being played in it at that time, it's that room is now part of the recording. Yes. Man. Recording a guitar in a room, it sounds more authentic and granular. Yes. The human element makes the project at hand unique. AI makes it feel cheap. Yeah. AI can never replicate what it's like for like 4 dudes to be in a room recording their parts in these songs that they've written. And let it be imperfect. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But we have ways to manipulate, like you're showing the premium drummer thing that you know, I don't remember what it was called now, but yeah, there's just like a lot of legwork that comes out of dude, because drums are a motherfucker to record. It's not easy. That's why I kind of tend to like find like, I don't know, find ways to just have to record like specific drums one at a time. I could also perform it, you know, like, but yeah, I kind of want to push myself to do that a little bit more. Come up with a part and shit. I don't know. I don't want to overthink it, but I'm definitely overthinking everything. Still playing the guitar and all that. Still performing, that's still there. I'm just using a modeler with cabinet IRs. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I guarantee you it would sound different if it was from an amplifier in the room with you. But it's all in what we like. It's all in what we like individually. Because you are also, like, yes, you're writing songs for the people who are listening, but you're also writing songs for yourself at the end of the day. Listen to myself, I'm editing, that's what I do. The band just keep their imperfections in their songs because it became part of the song. Yes. Not only those guys, Smashing Pumpkins and Radiohead, but perfect examples. But dude, when I listen to like Led Zeppelin, I hear moments where John Bonham is doing a fill and he accidentally misses and he hits the rim. But they kept it anyway because it was the best take. It was one little thing that wasn't perfect, you know? But those things go away when you I don't know. There's no right or wrong way to do any of this shit, by the way. Like, you can record anything any way you want to, regardless of whether or not it breaks the fucking rules of whatever. I don't suggest recording something that is bleeding into the red. I wouldn't record that. But hey, maybe I would for vocals or something. Or Who the fuck knows? Maybe I will. Fuck it. There's better ways to distort things. Yeah, no cool, okay. It's mixed through the twin console, Triton. The Queen had used on Bohemian Rhapsody. Picture it didn't happen. The 10K Newman mics on vocals. Alright, I'm listening. We're all listening here, man. About to be listening. Knock, knock, who's there? We're fucking listening. That's who. It's muted. Ah! Yeah, I get the Deftones thing that you're saying. See, there are these badass, strong moments in this song. And then there's a lot of uncertainty. People aren't playing with their balls out this entire song. People are not playing with their balls out. They are at times. There are times, like right now, balls are out. It should sound this. Everybody sounds certain of themselves right now. But there are times in this song, and I'm not trying to harp on what you're doing. I'm speaking constructively here. I can just tell that there are people being like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, even though they kind of do. There's like this uncertainty in places. I love it. I like this more than the other stuff. I'd like to see what these guys playing those songs would sound like. They'd have to nail it. They have to dedicate time. That's really what you're Not everybody has that anymore, so you make do with what you've got at the time. You don't have to yell. I'll do what I want. It's so loud. It's so goddamn loud, and I forgot that I got a fucking tube amp over here, and I don't have to speak as loud as I used to. I can probably even turn it down a little bit. How about I do that? Does that work? Anyway, you can play more of that if you want. I own the rights to it. I was going to turn around and say something like, you're not going to tell me what to do. But instead I just told you that that was what I was thinking about saying instead of saying it. So does that mean I actually said it? Why are we yelling? I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm yelling. I don't mean to. I don't mean to. Just talking loudly. So everybody can hear. The preamp on my voice makes a big difference. That's why it sounds like I'm yelling harder. Friday house. Love you, brother. Dude, it was -2 degrees when I came home this morning. -2. It's cold out there. Be careful. Oh, we tell you what to do when you listen. You just think you're the boss. See the size of me compared to all you. Have you considered I'm at the top of the food chain on this screen? Yeah, man. It absolutely is. There's something so great about pushing a tube into overdrive. It makes me wet. Can't keep my legs together. I was sitting there giggling at you, talking all out. Well, I'm glad someone told me. Shaolin Death Squad. Shaolin Death Squad. One of my favorite guitar to play. I really like Telecasters. I like hollow bodies. I have a Gibson Casino. No, I'm sorry, a Dot. A Dot. It's called a Epiphone Dot. Oh, I said Gibson Casino. It is that guitar, but it's the more affordable version, I guess. And I have an IYV hollow body. I don't have a Telecaster. I'd love one. Les Pauls are nice too. I like, if I could just have, as far as guitars go, all I would ever need is a Tele, a Strat, a Les Paul, and a hollow body. Or two. I like hollow bodies a lot. And I'm good. I'd be able to do whatever the hell I wanted to do as far as guitars go. I would, for me. I think anybody could make use of that arsenal. Here's one of the early PV tube amps on that record. And a trucker grew all over the front plate. The amp def fucked. My dog be making noise, man. Dog, what's up with you, man? You need to go potty outside? I think I need to let my dog out. Talk amongst yourselves while I allow my dog time to go and use the bathroom. Outside? What did you do? Outside? Alright, I can't listen to the music for a little while because I need to pay attention to my dog. Poor puppy dog just can't be trusted. He's gotta eat food and drink water and do all that stuff. I just need to make sure that he doesn't leave my earshot, because he will find something to do that he's not supposed to be doing. Dog needs to poo, man. I have to see a man about a monkey. Give that monkey a kiss from me. Justin is naked? Oh yeah, right here. Justin is naked. Look. I think I really sold it. What do you say? You think I did good? thanks. Oh man. What time is it? It's been 2.5 hours. I've made it for 2.5 hours. Fuck. Started off pretty strong, but I lost some people along the way. Probably need to talk more about butt chugging. That seemed to really hold the retention. And you're damn near got a whiplash from that. That looks good? What looks good? Did I change my mic again? No. Why? What's wrong? Something wrong? What looks good, Juniper? That looks good. What you're smoking looks good. Oh, it's cigarette. Cigarette. Just the fucking Pall Mall Blue. No one cares. Like you're fucking cool because you smoke Pall Mall Blues, Jimmy. Quite the opposite, goddammit. Just a little quieter again. Well, for fuck's sake. Here. I turned it down a little bit. I turned it down because, bro, I am in the red, and I know that my compressor's doing some work, but like, I don't like being that in the red. I need to work with some things. I kind of just threw the preamp on there and haven't really worked with it very well. You like Explorer guitars? Yeah. Yeah. I also like Ibanez Iceman. Those are dope. Like, as far as like guitars that look interesting, I always liked the Iceman. And I know the Iceman's, I mean, they're popular enough that they keep making them, I guess. I don't know how popular they really are. They don't really make them worth a shit. That's better. Good. Yeah, I'll just leave it there, and then one day, on my own, I'll fuck with the sound of the voice. It's weird doing it live. It's not stop me from doing other things though, live, right? Stories, man. I'm just telling myself stories. Basically, yeah, the Paul Stanley guitar, or the guy from White Zombie played one. Those are the only two that I can think of that played. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody else, but yeah, Paul Stanley played the coolest guitars, dude. The Firebird and the V, you know, like the Alive shit. He's playing a V on that. He just always had really kick-ass guitars. And the Iceman was kind of like a new thing whenever he was playing it. And they were built super solid back then, you know. Look at me here, being a shy guy. Yeah, man. Love them. Love them, love them. I'm a drummer by, like, that's the first instrument I learned was drums. And I mean, that's really to say the only instrument that I feel that I have done long enough that I can consider myself a professional or an expert on drums. However, you know, like that's only to say like I understand things beyond novice, you know, intermediate and shit like that. As far as playing, man, motherfucker, there's people gonna play the fuck out of me, and I don't care. To me, it's not about. I'm done trying to prove how good I am at something. I'm just gonna be good at what I am and do it. Like, I'm just doing what I know I can do, you know, essentially. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just trying to write some songs. Try to write some songs, man. Alive and Alive 2 were the best Kiss albums. Ace Frehley's so badass. Yeah, man. Ace Frehley's a bad motherfucker. Bad son bitch. Ace Frehley. Interesting guy. I definitely feel like a lot, like I like Alive, and I like the 3 albums leading up to Alive. I like that era of Kiss a lot. That was when they were like hungry and shit. There's this performance that they did on it's called a Midnight Special or something like that. I think that's what it's called. And man, to see them then would have been something to see, because like, they were a bunch of 20-year-old kids from fucking New York, hungry for. It's crazy what they became. It's crazy. I hate the fuck out of Kiss now. Like I despise them in a lot of ways, but I also know that Kiss is where, like, to be honest, Kiss is where I like really started when it came to rock and roll and like music and identifying with a type of music. It was with Kiss. Kiss did that for me. So I have a lot of love for them, but god damn it, it's fucking Kiss, you know? Andrew Stone Rock, you wait right there. Bye. Thanks for dropping in, my friend. It's been awesome. Go have some much needed deliciousness. Oh my. So sorry. Hopefully the music is good. Because I am paying attention to my phone for a minute. Alright. And now I'm putting it back over there. Oh my goodness. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Maybe we were on the same page with Kiss, man. Early stuff. Good. And when I started learning drums, Alive 2 was a go-to album. Yeah, man. I always liked 100,000 Years on the first album. Or well, it's off the first album, but it was on a live. It was on a live. They played it live, and it's dope, really good. Definitely something I was listening to a lot when I was a kid, thinking like this is incredible. Go on, Jimmy. I'm on my lunch break at high school. Oh shit. Well, hopefully you're having something delicious. And not some healthy crap either, man. I hope you're eating processed foods. And drinking high fructose corn syrup like a motherfucker. And I hope you're enjoying life. Black Diamond? Oh yeah, man. Black Diamond is like... That's probably my favorite Kiss song. If like... There's a lot of really good ones, but I really do like that one quite a bit. Plenty of gin. Anymore though, Kiss just kind of infuriates me. Just paying attention to that dog. I ordered a new desk mount for my Canon camera, and I'm hoping that it gets here soon, because I would like to get this fucking tripod that's over here right next to me off the fucking floor, and this camera will no longer be in danger of getting knocked over. And that would make my quality of life a little bit better. Salmon and spinach, bro. Salmon and spinach? I don't remember that Kiss song. What did you think of early Motley Crue? Hold on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you? Alright. Alright. Motley Crue. Never really got into them. I never really got into them. I was about to say that they were cool. I just never paid much attention to them. The character in Twin Peaks. Who's a character in Twin Peaks? Why are we talking about George Lynch? George Lynch? Yeah. That's his name, right? Was it Stephen Lynch? Stephen Lynch, isn't it? Who the fuck is George Lynch? What are these names that no one knows but me? Who doesn't even know them? George Lynch is an American guitarist. Oh, he was in Dokken. Lynch Mob, The End Machine. Okay. No. He did not direct Twin Peaks. It was Stephen Lynch. Right? Is that his name? George Lynch, Dokken, Steve Lynch, comedian guitarist. Which Lynch is this? The fucking Lynch, Twin Peaks. Why can I not fucking... David Lynch. David Lynch. Wonder what his ancestors did. Probably wasn't good. Probably wasn't good. Anthony Lancelin. Welcome in, welcome in. Steph knew who George Lynch was. She was all over it. She's like, bro, let me tell you about some fucking George Lynch. Dream Warriors, motherfucker. Oh my god. I met Chris Holmes from Wasp. I remember when I was in church, we watched this, I wish I could find it, man. I wish I could find it. It's got to be out there somewhere. I need to maybe search Reddit. But there was this video, and it was something like occultic themes in rock music was the name of the tape, and it was for church people. And Wasp was one of the bands that they brought up in this thing. And they said that Wasp stood for "We Are Sexual Perverts." And that KISS stood for Knights in Satan's Service. That was really amazing. Like I wish to God I could find a copy of that. It's out there somewhere. It's got to be. Similar because special was it's a song he does. Okay. You met Vince and his ex Sherry. Pics or it didn't happen. I met Don Dokken and George Lynch. Let me tell you, George was in great shape. Both were hotties. Hotties with a bodies. Hell yeah. You see a fine piece of man meat like that? What's a girl to do? Chat's at a standstill, man. I got people contemplating. What is a girl to do? We ask the real questions around here. I had pics. They were in a purse that was stolen. And I'm printed up. I had them printed up. I was so pissed. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. That does stinks indeed. Definitely glad I don't carry a purse. Chris Holmes, ex-Wasp, his plectrums are steel ones. Yes, steel plectrums? They're solid, and he threw the plastic ones out, but handed me his real one. And I still have it. You still have his real steel plectrums? Oh, I wish to see this. I wish to see these plectrums of steel. Please. They were so mad over the pics. More than I was over my credit cards and license getting stolen. Yeah. The whole thing sucks. Motherfucking purse thieves. Motherfucking purse thieves, bro. Years ago out here in Korea, I've met artists like Adassa and Nina Sky. Lovely ladies. They're reggaeton musicians. Am I pronouncing that right? Reggaeton. I don't know what reggaeton is. Reggaeton. Reggaeton. What about Rat? Oh yeah. What, really? Marilyn Monday dated one of the dudes from Rat? That's awesome. I saw Rat at a Poison concert. I saw it was Poison, Cinderella, Rat, and I think Skid Row. Out of the Cellar. That's Skid Row, isn't it? That's the album with Slave to the Grind. No, that was called Slave to the Grind, wasn't it? Out of the Cellar. That's Rat. Rat Out of the Cellar. Right. I remember now. Round and round, what goes around. Do you know the thing about that? What are the lyrics to that song? Because he ends up being like, I tell you why. Right? It's like, round and round, what comes around goes around. I tell you why. And then he just does it again. Round and round. And it's just like, wait a minute, man. I thought you were going to tell me why. Well, he never does. He just says he's going to and then doesn't. Son of a bitch. Filling me with false hopes. Stephen Piercy. That name sounds familiar too. Stephen Piercy. Yeah, okay, so he was in Rat. Oh, he was the singer. Wasn't he? He was the singer for Rat. Yeah, that's the singer. Did she dated that guy? When? When did this happen? Yeah, Slave to the Grind was the second album from Skid Row. That one was really good too. Night and day difference between the first album and the second album too. Both are really great. You love Rammstein. Rammstein. I mustn't. Crap. I swear to God. There's a back to David Lynch. He did an album called Lost Highway, or he did a movie called Lost Highway. And there's a song in there by Rammstein called Rammstein. It's their like self-titled track. And I swear to God there's a lyric in there. I know it's all in German, but it sounds, I'm not fucking around. He's like, Rammstein. I mustn't. Crap. And it's like, damn. You mustn't. Please don't. I swear to God that's a thing. Find it. Lost Highway, Rammstein. I can't play it, otherwise they'll take me down. As a drummer, what do I think of Tommy Lee? Tommy Lee's dope. Good drummer. Good drummer. Lived a pretty cool life. DV. What does DV mean? DV. Trying to think of things to start with DV. Can't type it. Domestic. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Now I'm putting it together what you're doing. Listen, I'm slow. I don't think about those things. I don't think about those things. I forget that those things exist. I guess. I know of him from being in Motley Crue and having a gigantic penis. And making that tape with Pamela Anderson. That was really cool. It's about my extent of my knowledge when it comes to Tommy Lee, I guess. I haven't really thought about it before. Until just now. Thank you for setting me straight on that motherfucker. Fuck him. Prick. There. Just in case he sees it. And we don't want him to get the wrong idea. Fuck. Are you a fan of Judas Priest? I don't really know much. I never really listened to them. I mean, I probably like hear it and be like, oh, this is Priest. Didn't realize that. And then there are songs that I'm sure I do know are Priest, and I just can't think of them. Cool band, though. Cool band. I like the movie Rockstar, which is like definitely a dramatization of that whole thing. The drummer from that she dated, and she had to get away because of... Oh, okay. Oh, well, fuck. Well, okay, I see. I thought we were still talking about Tommy Lee. One thing with the film, The Dirt. Yeah, The Dirt was cool. It was cool. Nah, but MGK did a good job as Tommy Lee, though. I felt like he did fine. I feel like the guy that they got to play, Mick Mars... I'm glad that he played Mick Mars, but I always felt he looked like Ozzy Osbourne, even when he was on Game of Thrones. I just thought he had kind of like an Ozzy Osbourne look to him, but I'm glad that he got the part of the much bigger part playing Mick Mars. The snow turned to sleet. We go out for pics when it turns back to snow. Spinal Tap. They're supposed to be doing a new one. Original guys and everything supposed to be doing a new one. And Michael McKean, I trust. I trust that actually all those guys. One of them, I think the bass player. No. Michael McKean was the bass player. There are two guitar players, the bass player, and one of them. Listen, man, the one that plays guitar. He did a lot of voices for The Simpsons. He was like Reverend Lovejoy and Principal Skinner. I can't think of his name. Christopher something, maybe? The Unplugged show? No, I bet it's amazing. I'm your turbo lover. Tell me there's no other. I'm your turbo lover. Better run for cover. Can't get enough of that song from Judas Priest. Tell me there's no other. I'm your turbo lover. Better run for cover. The songs hit differently when you imagine that the guy singing them is singing them to a guy. Huh. What an interesting perspective this has given me. Harry Shearer? Harry Shearer. Yeah. But the other guy did voices too, if I know right. The other guy, the one that got the dimensions wrong and made Stonehenge way too small. Big bottom, talk about mud flaps. My gorilla's got him. My girl's got him. Why did I say gorilla? Talk about mud flaps. My gorilla's got him. Oh, wow. What time is it? I'm going to go for another 5 minutes. And then I think I'm going to call it. I wanted to hang out for a little while today. Just kind of bring myself to some sort of peace before I fucking try to fall asleep for a while. Thank you for giving me that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Big bottom, goddammit. Oh my. Jimmy turned up to 11. Tufnell, yes. This one goes to 11. That guy does voices for The Simpsons, I think. Certainly at least one once. Other than the time that Spinal Tap was on The Simpsons. Purple is on if you want to send people there after. Yes. Put his link up. And everybody can go over there and just tell him it's a friggin' GhostQuest raid. All 12 of you. Just go over there. Break the door down like you own the place. And you'd be like, fucking GhostQuest sent me. That long-haired fuck. Yes, everyone should go there. I'm writing a poem about the snow. I'll post it to Discord when done. Alright. I like snow poems. Snowums. There should be more snowums. You know? The world could use a little more snow-ums. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for coming and chilling. I appreciate the hell out of it. Good fucking people. They seem to find a way of swarming around each other. I'm glad I found them. Snow-ums. Uh-huh. Oh my. Well. I could make this as awkward as possible by just sitting here before saying goodbye. Have a great evening, day, or night, wherever you are. You don't tell me what to fucking do. You're not the boss of me. Well, as for everybody else, I can't say the same. Until next time, goddammit.